Hiya, I'm Victoria, and this is my first podcast, so bear with me. I've had weight loss surgery, and I've had the sleeve in January the 14th, 2019, and I've had the gastric bypass January 12th, 2021. So the reason why I had the revision is to try and lose more weight. But I'll explain that more into the podcast as I go along, and the reasons why. You'll understand the reasons why, rather than me going, "Oh, I've just had the revision because." I didn't have to do it, basically, and you'll find out why later on. My journey is this. I was always a skinny child, but when I got to the age of 11, I wasn't the weight that my sister and my mother was, which was teeny, teeny. I must have been probably about 8 stone, 9 stone, still really slim, probably about a size 10 English terms. And my mother decided to put me on a diet and take away my full fat milk, etc. That's all I sort of remember. But ever since then, I feel that I got to a stage, my teenagers, I was slim again, always stayed about the 10 stone, 4 pounds mark, and thought I was fat at all stages. Now, when I look back, it's incredible because I look back at the photos and think, why did I think I was fat? Jokes. But anyway, I did. I had 3 babies. I think when I got comfortable in a relationship, I went up to like a size 18. Wouldn't know the weight, but a size 18. And then I'll sort of come out of that relationship and lose weight. So I tended to do that comfort eating when I was in a relationship. Other than that, then that was when I was 18, actually. So then I went up to a size 18 English. And then stayed slim again, no problems at all, very slim. And then I had 3 children, went up a weight, came down the weight. I had a divorce and I lost all my weight then, and then met my now husband and had a child. I went up again a bit in weight, but I lost it again, but probably not all of it. And then we were working, and I set up a business, and it was amazing, estate agency. And then when I lost it all, again, I'll explain that all as we go along. I had a breakdown, and I was put on medication, quintarpin, and I started to gain weight, and it was all for mental health. I had pregabalin, I had quintarpin, and I had an antidepressant. I think it was aripiprazole at the time, not too sure. But it started to gain weight, gain weight, and I was dieting and I couldn't lose the weight, and I was on Weight Watchers, Slimming World, shakes, soups, you name it, I tried it, and I just couldn't lose the weight. So I was gaining and gaining and gaining, or I would lose weight and put twice the amount on, like we all do. And then it was putting on more weight, but I was happier and I was coming together with my life after 3 years of hell and depression and breakdown. So then, got together with my psychiatrist, and we were saying she was going to take me off quintarpin, and I sort of freaked and got scared because I said, there's no way I want to go back to how I was. So I'd rather be fat and happy than thin and how I was with the breakdown, sad, depressed, in bed, immobile, wouldn't do anything. Agoraphobia, I was everything. And so this is obviously a very quick version of it. Then I got to about 10 stone heavier, so I got to about 20 stone. And she said, look, we've really got to take you off this because you're just getting bigger and bigger. So we did change doctors. I changed doctors because she then went to a different department. So the new doctor said, right, we've got to get you off this quintarpin. He changed me from quintarpin to another one, and that still was weight gaining. I think I lost 5 stone in a year, and then I just put it all back on and more. So I got up to 27 stone 7 pounds, which was, I think, 385 pounds. And this was me at 27 and a half stone. And that's me, as you can see, the before and after. So that was me. And that was at 27 and a half stone. Then I was going to have the surgery, and I think I lost a couple of stone. I got down to 25 stone 13, and that was me at 25 stone 13. And as you can see, lovely. What makes me laugh is look at the, I don't know whether you can see it. Let me try. Salads. I certainly wasn't having salads, as you can see. So that was me at 25 stone 13, around that sort of thing. And then went back up to 27 and a half stone. I was disabled. I lived in a recliner chair in the lounge, which I broke quite a few of them, so I had to keep buying them. Because I lived in it, I slept in them. I couldn't get up the stairs, so I had to sleep in the recliner. It was my day chair, it was my sleeping bed, it was everything. Couldn't get up the stairs, so I ended up having, there was a downstairs toilet, thank God, but no sink in there. So there was a lounge, kitchen, downstairs toilet. And so I slept in the lounge, lived in the lounge. I had to go to the toilet, which was breathless, couldn't move to it. It was ridiculous. Had to have help going there by my husband. My husband became my carer. It was awful. And then it eventually got to, I couldn't be bothered to wash. I couldn't get upstairs to have a shower. It was a bath, so I'd have to get into the bath and then shower. I just couldn't do it all. As I said, couldn't get up the stairs. So then my husband Stuart then had to wash me down in the kitchen by the sink. So I'd lean over and have my hair washed, and then he would literally, like a car wash or a whale, he used to sing to me, "In the car wash, baby," and he used to be so lovely and just like wash me all down. But it was awful for me. Because I couldn't do it, and he did become my carer. It was really sad and horrible for me, and he now says to me it was really sad for him to see me like that. So yes, I got down to that. Now surgery talk. So we went to the NHS, and I went through emotions and appointments going through the NHS. Then they told me it's going to take 3 years. I was dying. I was just breathless. I was getting worse and worse and worse. And then it came to a point where my mother-in-law, thank goodness, did have funds to do it, and we went private. So Stuart's mum paid privately, and it was £12,000 altogether to have a bypass. However, down I went for the surgery, and he couldn't do the bypass, and I had to sign before I went down to say if he can't do the bypass, can he do the sleeve, which I agreed to. So he couldn't do the bypass because there was so much fat attached, so he had to just do the sleeve. So I had the sleeve, and I didn't want to do the sleeve because I heard that there was reflux after the sleeve, and I already had reflux, so I was really scared to have the sleeve because I didn't want more reflux. However, I ended up having the sleeve, and that was no problem. Came out of surgery no problem. The only thing I had was wind in my shoulder, this shoulder, and I had wind in my stomach, and the pain was awful. However, if you start walking around and walk, it gets better. Somebody, a little trick, told me before I went into surgery to have peppermint tea. So my husband brought me in some peppermint tea, and oh my goodness, it went. Peppermint tea, guys. Take some if you go into hospital, if you haven't had your surgery already. So tip of the day. And so I lost, kept losing weight, and I did everything to the T. If they said jump, I said how high. I did everything they said. No, it was great. I lost 12 stone, which was 100, and I put it in the thing, 100 and something pounds. Yeah, absolutely fabulous. Actually, I lost 10 stone at that point, so I do apologise. 10 stone on the sleeve. And my father died, and obviously with the devastation of that, or feeling sad over that, and lots of things happened around the funeral. I started to have a drink at the funeral. Worst thing, everybody do not have one drink. It hit me like a ton of bricks. I carried on drinking because there was just booze coming from every angle, and people were just passing you drink, like the waiters and everything were just giving everybody drinks out. So I drank and drank and drank until I was very sick, fell out of my wheelchair because I was wheelchair bound, and I was 25 stone at that point. Oh, I might not have had my surgery at that point. No, I did have my surgery, sorry. I went down to about 24 stone, but I was still in my wheelchair, fell out of the wheelchair. It was a disgrace, absolutely disgrace, but that was all through drinking. So do not even have one drink. I then carried on drinking at home, out, wherever I went, and became an alcoholic. I would get up in the morning. My hours were all different, so I'd be up in the night, I'd be up in the morning, I'd be sleeping at all different times. It was a terrible time. Family found it hard. I was disgraced. Everybody found it difficult. Everybody then was my carers before, and now they're in this predicament where they're watching me as an alcoholic. So the whole of these 10 years of my 40s were awful. So then I went to rehab in 14th of October 2020, and I stopped drinking from there. Fantastic. A year ago, my year was 14th of October 2021, obviously. It's now December the 26th on Boxing Day. So yes, I decided to do a video on Boxing Day. So that was fantastic, but I felt that my stomach had stretched. Don't know why. I think it was just being an alcoholic. I ate, I drank, I didn't do what I was told, I didn't leave it half an hour. I'd have a McDonald's. It was getting bigger and bigger, the McDonald's, rather than just like a little kids meal and half a little kids meal. It became a kids meal, like a whole burger and then a bigger burger, and so I thought my stomach had stretched. Anyway, my sister came into some money and said to me, look, because she already paid for the rehab, so she said, look, if you want to have the bypass, then go for it. While I can do it, I would like to do that for you. So looking back, I don't think I really needed it. I think I just needed to reset. However, I was alcoholic, went to rehab, everything, my mental state, I've got bipolar, so all my mental state was in a mess. And so I had the bypass. Anyway, since having the bypass, I haven't done what I'm told. I have been off track many a times. I did what I was told right from the beginning. I was on water. The 30 minutes either side I did. I did from shakes. I did the whole 8 weeks, shakes to soft, to then a little bit of hard. And then what did I do from there? That was no problem. I lost 2 stone, so the 12 stone now I'm up to. And then for some reason, I just couldn't get together mentally. I can't get together mentally to get into the game of losing weight, exercise. So this is my problem. So I have a lot of friends that I've met in the 3 years bariatric surgeries that I've met, and I've now built a support group. Well, I built a support group 2 years ago, And I've met people from these support group, and they're fantastic friends now. From America, North Pole is Lise, just or England, all different places. So now I'm looking to support other people, but obviously I need support now at the moment too. So, but I'm going to do it again. I will do it again, and I will get on track. It's Boxing Day, so my mental being is it will be in the new year. So I will definitely get back on track, and I know I can do it because I've lost 12 stone doing it already. So I do know that I can get back on track. So yes, so that's my journey so far. My weight currently is 16 stone 1 pound. I don't know what that's in pounds, so I'm going to ask Google. Okay, Google, what's 16 stone 1 pound in pounds?
16.0714285714 stone is equivalent to 225 pounds.
225 pounds. That's what Google said. So that's what I weigh at the moment, 16 stone 1. And yes, that's my story so far. So now what I'd like to do, and following on from this, obviously I've sped across because I didn't want to be too boring. And my journey will start now to lose the next 6 stone, 84 pounds I need to lose now. So this is my journey ending from there and the bad, and now we're going to go into the good and lose more weight. I would love on my podcast to hear your stories. So please, 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 please come forward, and we can chat, and I can interview you, or not interview, but have a chat with you and listen to your story. That would be absolutely awesome. Other things that I'll be doing is on my support group is recipes. I do newsletters. I do personalized weight loss diets, sheets, menus. I can do, we do a weekly Zoom for the UK and for America Eastern Time, both at 7 o'clock in the evenings. So I do those 2 Zooms once a week. So much support basically I do through my website and through victoriafilby.substack.co.uk. So Substack is SUBSTACK. So victoriafilby.substack.co.uk. Could be .com. I will double check that. I'll put them in the notifications for you. So yeah, that's my journey so far. I've wobbled the computer a bit, sorry. So catch up with you later. More to come. Thank you. Bye bye. I've got to end it.